Okay, I mean, this is off a turnover right here. If you're DeAndre Ayton, just get back here. I mean, why would you even consider doing that? You can't backpedal in transition. You have to have your feet set in a defensive stance. See, you're just backpedaling now, so now you can't guard. Look at this. You've already committed to switching. Well, Kyle Kuzma hasn't come off the screen yet, and Chris Paul's not ready to switch. So that's not great. So Washington has this ball. It is imperative DeAndre Ayton sprints back so we can stay in front of the ball. That is not what happens. See, if you're in front of the ball here, now this player can stay here. That is really not great. Torrey Craig is spending way too much time staring at the ball. You can see him not seeing the ball, falling. Look at it. You just fell asleep on your man. Look at this space. Kyle Kuzma's coming this way, and you're not going to be able to guard him. Can't lean towards the screen early. Look at Chris Paul leaning towards this screen right there. Whoops, now you're beat the other way. Too many people just staring at the shot right here. I mean, at least this Suns player and this Suns player should be sprinting back. Probably DeAndre Ayton too. Like, a lot of people are just looking at the shot. So that means transition defense on this possession is going to be a challenge. Hey, cannot backpedal on Kyle. So Kyle Kuzma's posting you up right now. Get up. Battle for positioning now. Look at this. You're just letting Kyle Kuzma get wherever he wants to on the floor. That's the first time he felt resistance from you. Well, it's too late at that point. That draws a double, and we're too much staring at the ball. Look at this defender right here, just looking, staring. You have no idea what your man is doing, as you can see. Keep battling for position right here with Rui Hachimura. You got to battle for position right here. So if you front the post, look at this. You're trying to front the post now. This player can't leave to come over and backside help. So you're fronting the post with no backside help, meaning you're giving up 2 points. Gotta keep your feet set away from the ball. Look at this Suns player. Why? Look at, you're moving inward. So you're moving inward as your player's about to, the man you're guarding is about to come this way. See, look at this. So now you can't guard. Happening here. The Suns switched this first screen. Stop. So this player clearly is planning to switch here. So why is this player originally switching and then saying, never mind? Like, what is going on? Okay, so DeAndre Ayton is doubling the ball right here. So Chris Paul has to come down to take his man. When this skip pass gets made, this player rotates here, and honestly, this player should rotate here and Chris Paul should come here. But at the very least, Chris Paul needs to come here. Chris Paul, this is taking too long for Chris Paul right now. I mean, once this pass gets swung to the corner here, stop. DeAndre Ayton's got to be really aggressive, getting into this player's jersey, boxing out, battling for position. I mean, this is just not the effort level that's going to get that done. This Wizards player's dribble is picked up. He no longer has his dribble alive, so this player should just be up here ready to guard Kyle Kuzma. Why on earth are you coming back towards the ball? And now you can't guard Kyle Kuzma. Okay, so what is Chris Paul doing here? Mikal Bridges is coming towards the ball and has the ball. Chris Paul needs to go here. You can't get back to the middle of nowhere like that. Okay, so Chris Paul's already committing to a switch here, okay? If this player comes off the screen, then you commit to that switch. Well, this player never comes off the screen, so you just committed to a switch for no reason. Mikal Bridges could still guard the ball, and that's going to screw up the rest of the defense. Have to have your feet set if you want to play in the gaps. You have no... Look at this. Look at this player's feet. So this ball is literally about to be in your man's hands, and you haven't even moved. So you're not... Now you have no chance of guarding the ball now, and that's really disappointing. If you're Jock Landale here, I mean, you're going to have to sprint back. You have to get your feet set if you want any hope of guarding DeLone Wright. You're backpedaling here. Like, now you're playing off your back foot as DeLone Wright's going downhill. Like, good night. Don't hug Kyle Kuzma here. He is going to take advantage of that to create space. Look at the space he just created. So you're off balance now. You're going to be late to guarding this handoff. That's all because you were hugging him off the get-go. So it's going to take you... You're off balance, so it takes you too long now to get over this screen. This is a total disaster. You have 2 Suns players guarding DeLone Wright. Mikal Bridges has to now deal with 2 Wizards players, which means he's going to be late to get over the screen. Stop. So if you're Mikal Bridges, you should be calling for a switch right now because DeAndre Ayton's got to switch. There's no chance. So switch. Like, DeAndre Ayton is not ready to switch because you didn't call it, and that's the problem. If the Suns are switching this ball screen, it's got to be now. Like, right now. You can't just start in drop coverage like the Suns are doing, and now Torrey Craig's going to say, never mind, let's switch. Because DeAndre Ayton isn't ready to switch. It's the same thing. If you're switching, you need to switch now. You can't start in drop coverage and say, well, never mind, let's have Damian Lee switch. Well, no. Okay, so the Suns double right here. Again, if you're doubling, you got to rotate. I mean, this player's going to have to rotate here. This player's going to have to rotate here. This player's got to immediately sprint over here. Now, whether DeAndre Ayton wants to go up and he wants to go here, or whether this player wants to come directly here, like, this is just not good enough. Look at Mikal Bridges here. You're standing around for a long, long, long time.